can we get this deal? How can we speak to estate agents?
Sure.
What are the language we need to use? You'll be surprised that real estate have their own languages as well, because you need to, when you speak to people, they need to know that at least you have a little idea of what you're talking about.
Sure.
So yes, it's highly possible for us to get someone who is a gardener or cleaner to own a lot of property. Yes, you have the right attitude, you're ready to work hard, and you have a goal.
I think shortly we'll be taking a break, but before that, let's keep this in mind that you see, let me narrow it down to our community, that many in our community have the opportunity of owning a property.
Yeah.
Now, majority will say that, oh, that's my pension, that's my pension fund, my equity. Meanwhile, they can do something with that before they go on retirement. Is it a risk factor?
Yes, I think yes. I think you've said it. It's the risk factor, really. That is what
Or
a lot
fear.
of people, risk factor and fear. Yes, that's a two combination that we're probably going to discuss when we come back from the break. I think it's a very good point.
I think it's a very it's something that has been bothering me, and I have a question that somebody I asked somebody, and then the answer he gave me. We'll discuss that right after the break. Please stay tuned, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.
You can't always be in control of what happens on the road, but you can control the tires you ride on. Thanks to Champon tires, in testing condition, you are guaranteed of traction and grip, be it new or partly worn tire. Champon tires are the largest import and exporters of tires in the UK. Locate us all over the UK. For Wakefield, contact us on 01924 262 043. Selby, Rotherham, Hull, and Birmingham, contact us on 01709 380-615, or you can visit us at www.champontires.co.uk. Champon Tires, safe when new, safe when partly worn. If you've had an accident in the last 3 years, that was not your fault. Get in touch with London Accident Claims Limited. It could be a motor accident or a workplace injury. You could be entitled to compensation. Just one call to our specialist team will take care of everything. For minicab drivers with PCOs, there is even better news. We provide you with a replacement vehicle. Call us on 0800-032-6798 or 0208 665-7667 to start your claims with London Accident Claims Limited. London Accident Claims Limited, a partner you can trust. Do you feel left out in your education or career but still want to do something about it? Then don't fret. If you are a resident in the UK, British or EU citizen, then there is hope for you. You are in the age bracket of 21 to 55. The UK government is offering grants, scholarships, and financial support for first degree to masters in various courses. The government will pay all your fees, and you can educate yourself in a peace of mind. From £21,000 per year for first degree, etc. Get in touch with GEM Educational Consultancy, and we will guide you in applying for this facility. We are situated at 51 Albany Road, Hornchurch. The postcode is RM12 4AE. Telephone 079 0479 3019 or email us pastorjoeka@yahoo.com. Get financial support and acquire a degree.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, welcome back to the Property Hour Show on Star Radio UK, live from London, our London studios. And tonight we're discussing the opportunities in the property business. And I have no one better than my co-host, Nay Ajay. Now, before the break, I mentioned to you that I asked a question I think the gentleman is almost 60 years, and the question I posed to him, he's a homeowner, and I said, you do own a property, and how long have you had this? He goes like, oh, I've had it for well over 15 years. I said, brilliant, brilliant. So that means have you taken any equity out? Oh yeah, I took it and I used it for ABC. I said, wonderful. So have you thought of how you can multiply your equity by reinvesting? He goes like, what are you talking about? That's my pension. That's what I'm looking at. I said, no. You understand? So it's a sort of a mentality, mindset.
I mean, you touch on a very, very, very. I want people to get this out of their head. Yeah, I understand it. When you want to live a nice.
But be aware that not everybody can take risks, because it's a huge risk.
That's what I'm coming to.
You're stepping into the unknown, So let's also. I brought it up, but I have to be cautious as well.
No. I understand where you're going.
Sure.
Yes, we have to take our mind off this pension.
Sure.
Okay, whichever way, whether you invest in real estate or you do it. Why? Because you're working on your fear. Yes, every single pension has a risk. Inflation reduces the cost. When you and I get to what, 70? Assuming we're working for the government, then that's when we're going to get pension, isn't it? Can you imagine what will happen between now and then?
That's true.
Inflation will take over whatever you're getting. So it's only about fear and risk. Yeah, I don't understand it. Real estate is risky. You can't just jump into real estate and think you're going to make money. Yes, you get yourself burnt. So many people get themselves burnt. So many people have gone into bankruptcy because of that. So don't jump. But this is why we're doing this program.
Sure.
This is why we're trying to enlighten people that, yes, it is possible. And reduce your fear and leverage your risk. Very important. Reduce your fear, leverage your risk. It's simple. I'm not saying you should pull out all the money you have in the world to do this. And I'm not saying if you think you can't take the risk, don't do it. Continue with your good life. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want more, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't ask for help. Because the property itself is there for you to multiply. Meant for you. If you understand how to do it, it's there for you to make your life a whole lot easier than you thought.
In a nutshell, it's basically when you get the right training or tuition or lecture about how you can also increase your portfolio or your properties that you already have, how you can increase. If you get the right training, if you get the right expert advice, I believe that will be easier. Now, in the property industry, it's not a race, but it's how you get yourself educated about the secrets of the trade. Very important. And I'll say it again, as in start small. And that is the point that I've come up with, the couple of points, that over 50 of them that I have here, that I've mentioned, just a few of them, that you can let me say this, you can even start a refuse disposal business or refuse collector in the property, because that is a problem in the industry. People are developers and maintenance guys or builders are struggling to dispose refuse. It's a huge industry. You can get into it now. Majority of the time, property, when you are starting, it's sort of a part-time basis. And as you rightly said, Nate, that you can start that up and still keep your 9 to 5 or keep your job, gradually build yourself up, and then when you know that you've arrived, then you can say, you know what, I think I can focus on the portfolio I've built, and then I can take it from there. But then when you start on part-time basis, you can do all these startups gradually and build yourself into the industry whilst you learn the trade, because these are avenues and opportunities that you can take or take advantage of in the industry. You understand? You understand?
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is what I mean. This is a part of what we're saying, because I mean, these are different ways of you to do it. Okay, like I said, you leverage your risk.
Exactly.
You know, you can always, and you know, there's always season when it's good time to invest in property. Okay, and always times when you need. And you know, you don't necessarily have to even invest in London. You could do it outside London if you know the areas which are growing. Recently, the government is pulling out. They're gonna do a big rail in the northern part of
HS2?
England. Yes, which is gonna go through some cities in northern part of London.
Yeah.
I mean, just the same way we saw the market growing.
Not
in
northern
some
part of England.
Northern part of England, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, so as we see some development in some areas where this railway has passed through, that's how we're gonna see development in those areas. And remember, please, I mean, this whatever I'm saying on the radio is not don't take it like that. Always seek opinions, but I mean, this is our expert opinions.
Yeah.
This is but this is how we able to consult and, you know, work with our clients who are looking to invest. Yeah, so you can always pull your money out and then use that to buy property or below market value, or invest in other strategies of real estate.
Exactly. And tonight I can say with authority that in this industry, the property or real estate industry, the branches or the arms of it is huge.
Yeah.
That everything about property makes you money. Everything about it is business.
Yeah.
From roofing to laying the foundation, from refuse to painting, from making the landscaping, constructing landscaping and all that, to what? To cleaning.
Yeah.
It can make you something.
Yeah.
You can start from there as a side, as your part-time business, as your small baby that you nurture, that you grow, you feed it, whilst you learn along the way the trade, the secrets of the trade. Because if you're not in the game, you will not know how to feel. It's just like politics, and when people are in oppositions, they can talk big and large and make all the noise and projections and predictions. When they get into the game and get into the seat of government, they are narrowed down to the reality. Then they begin to say, oh yeah, blame game. But excuses are for losers. So a winner does not give excuse. If you make up your mind, and I like what you said when we started, that you've got to have the right mentality. Make up your mind. Be determined that this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. And with the right counsel or with the right guidance, you'll be able to gradually build yourself an empire. It will not be in a day.
Yeah.
But it can be done. It can be achieved. So you don't just have to throw your hands in the air.
No, you can't. I mean, there's, like you said, there's always a different way of achieve this. You know, using a different strategy that we for. It's all about making sure you pick something that is convenient and using tools that you have around you. You'll be surprised what are the tools that are free in your network. You'll be surprised how much tools you have get started, and then when you lay the foundation.
But I mean, the internet has made a lot of things easier for us, and
Yeah.
one of the I'm going to give a bonus point here that one of the ways to start is you get a bit of training as to how to source or look for properties for investors. That is a business.
Yeah.
There are companies that has been that have set up specifically to sort for properties for people that because the big guys are not they don't have the time to be chasing properties here and there and to chase property in Tottenham and come to Croydon or go to Liverpool or wherever.
No, I mean,
But
it's not,
you
it's
can-
not even that. You can always, sourcing property, it could be anything. It could be anywhere. There's always investors who have cash or who are able to use different ways of finance, knowledge to
Yes.
be able to buy property. I mean, you could use bridging loan to get all.
Mm.
So, but if you don't have access to that or you're so busy, I mean, one of the ways you could source property within your community, within your church, within your associations, and within things like that. You could do a small leaflet. I mean, so these are different ways of you making money via that. So it doesn't require so much stress. It just requires you to be able to
Getting the right information.
right information, and able to use your knowledge to be able to.
Very, very true. And just on that, on the sourcing, you can use what you've got because, and also, you might know a couple of landlords, as you said, whether in church or whether in association or communities that you belong to, that you know people that own properties that they want to sell, they want to rent out. Those are opportunities for you to start because that is a business on its own.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a business.
We might not look at that area, but that is a huge industry within the property business. So if you know of a landlord, a landlady, or people that are willing to sell their properties, you don't know how to go about it, you can contact us. We will direct you to the right professionals or experts, and we'll get you also into training if that is what you want to do. So that is very key, and that's an avenue that you can use in getting to understand how the metrics of the game of property works. So very, very important. And let me announce that the studio lines are now open. You can reach us on 0208 133 2257 or 0208 133 2258. If you are calling us from the US or Canada, please do ring us on 001 718 303 2737, and you can also send us a WhatsApp on 075 3966 1744 or on Twitter at Starr Radio UK. And if you are listening to us also in the US and you want to switch to dial to listen, you can also reach us on 001 518 400 6069. And let me acknowledge most of our online viewers on Facebook. That's the platform I can see live. So we have loads and loads of friends and families and other people watching us. Senior Hart, Godfred Appear, Dave Worst is watching us. Hello, Dave. Theresa Sakwabia and Nana Dakon Olayomi Koki, my favorite man, he's ever faithful. Oh, my sister Clara Pierce Boatin. Good evening to you all. And Bishop Fredo Ponto, Alan Apia and Boachi Bimpon, and a whole lot of our viewers are on. And thank you for tuning in, and the lines are open now. You can phone us, and as we continue. So, Nate, we're talking about the opportunities that we've highlighted so far, which there's more, and as I mentioned, I can't give every single one of them,
Yeah.
but to talk about how can we get people that might be interested, but they might not know how to get into it, or how to start, where to start.
Yeah.
You remember we before we started the program, a WhatsApp text came through of I think somebody wanting to know if we do offer these services or training, or how they can also get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say this to everybody that's listening to us. Yes, we are experts. We are professionals in this field. If you need any help with us, yes, we do buy, we do sell, we manage, we consult. So, I mean, if you need any help, yeah, you're free to talk to us. I mean, you don't necessarily have to talk. You can use other people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, this is what we do. Now, for people to get into this industry, there's so many ways you could do this. You can continue to listen to us every Thursday at 9 p.m. You can go to events.
Yeah.
We are putting up our event as well. Just keep listening to this program. Keep checking us so that you know.
And
the date
also on social media platforms.
so you know the date. Now, most things are free. Okay.
Yeah.
You have social media. Almost everybody has Facebook. Almost everybody have Instagram. You know, what are you using them for? Are you just posting pictures of yourself having a drink, or just party?
The funny one is your food.
Or just
their
food,
Which
which are beautiful. I use social media a lot. I use Facebook a lot. I put so many pictures.
fantastic,
there.
but there's
yeah. But if you follow my link, I follow a lot of people who are. I follow most people in real estate. Those are apart from my childhood friends.
Yeah.
The majority of the people are in real estate.
Exactly.
But because I watch what they do.
Yeah.
I watch all their posts. I belong to so many groups got to do with real estate and business. This is where I get all my ideas from. This is where I get all my what I need. Yes, I attend a lot of events.
Yes.
Because this is what I do full time. So these are the ways. I mean, use your Facebook. Use it very well. You know, look, just go on search and type anything. Then you follow people who are doing what you want to do.
Exactly.
And another big way is that on November 10, we're having an award night. Yeah, pop in. You know, it's only 50 quid. This can take you far. You can meet so many people. See, this is what I've noticed when that's what I noticed when I start. People are ready to help more than you think. All you have to do is to ask for it.
Sure.
You'll be surprised because I don't know anything about real estate when I started as well, but I was fortunate to meet people who surround me. So I'm ready to give the same help to whoever comes. You know, so these are the different ways of you getting into real estate.
Exactly. And tonight, if you are listening to us and you're a tradesman, you happen to be whether a tiler, a carpenter, a plumber, electrician, if you're a builder, whatever trade you are in, please, there's help for you. And we are you are not on an island, all the tradesmen, and also we bring in everything to you under one umbrella pretty soon. In the next couple of weeks, the date is coming out. Watch out for it, because we believe that when we put our strength together, synergy, we generate that and we can move forward. And networking is key, in this industry, because what you don't know, somebody might know. Who you don't know, somebody might know. And that way we can come together. Now, what we are talking about does not only apply in the UK. It does cut across the globe. The same principle when applied in any from Venezuela to Fiji, you can still do what? You can still how do you say make use of the principles that are laid down for property. It depends on the terrain, but yes, you can make something out of it. Now, also to talk about that, if you happen to, let's say you're starting up a property, whether a property business or you're a tradesman or whatever trade you are in, there is help for you.
Yes.
They are financial institutions that are backed by government to offer startup loans and loan and alternative funding. So
Yeah.
you can make contact, and we can take
Yeah.
it from there and help. There's help there
Yeah.
if you're willing to commit to it and you're determined to make a difference. Then it's you're in the right
Let me add this
place.
quickly. You were talking about tradesmen and things. If you're doing all this, you're a plumber or painter or anything, send us an email. The property hour at starradiouk.com. Send us what
I think
you
you
do.
might have to go over.
Okay, let me go it over again. The property hour,
The property, one word.
one word.
The property hour,
Yes, at Starr with the double R.
Starr with the double R.
So Star Radio, Star finish with R, radio finish. So they're
Yeah.
all together. StarRadioUK.com.
Okay. So the property hour at Starr Radio UK.com.
Yes. And the reason why I'm saying is this: send us an email, tell us what you do. We always get job. We can pass things to you.
Yes.
We can have you on our list
Yeah.
of professionals.
Exactly.
So whatever you do, if you're a landscape gardener, if you're a painter, please send us an email so that we can include in our list.
Sure.
And then within the committee, we can help you as well.
Exactly, very important, and I like that that you've chipped in. But then before we go, we'd like to also let you know that in the midst of all this, there is an opportunity for every single person.
Yeah.
It's your willingness and your availability
Yeah.
that will make the difference as to you being able to be helped, or you being able to help,
Yeah.
or you being able to explore the opportunities that are available in the property industry.
Yeah.
It's worth trillions of pounds
Yeah.
that you can take advantage of. So if you have a residential property, that is not it. It does not stop there. It starts from there.
Yeah, sure.
And with that in place, you then have to look and find out how can I either, let's say you might not want to buy other properties, but you can monetize your property. You have a 3-bedroom, you are using 2 bedrooms, you've kept one for guests, that's fine, but you can monetize it. You can get that to be an Airbnb room.
Yeah, but it's very important to make sure that you read the small print.
Exactly.
As
But
a mortgage, you need to inform your mortgage provider that you want to do that. Very important.
that is very key. That is why we keep on saying that whatever we deliver on this program is not the final authority. Please make sure you seek expert or professional advice, and that's the that's what we deliver here is not the final authority. So great stuff tonight. It's been a good night.
You're back. It's great.
Oh, come on. It's great, and also I believe that the points that we've shared, you might take advantage of it. If you need extra information, do not hesitate to contact us. You can contact us on
The property
on the property by email.
Yeah.
The property hour at starradiouk.com.
Yes.
The property hour at starradiouk.com. And then also by, if you want to ring the studio lines on Facebook, you can on beneath you can see the phone numbers for the studio. If you contact the studio, you get hold of us, and we'll take it from there. But thank you tonight, Nelly, and thank you for listening to us, our faithful listeners and viewers across the globe and also online. And I can see, let me acknowledge for the last time, a few people that have joined us on Facebook, Foster, Sifamanu, and also Alex Ajuman. That's my brother-in-law. It's good to have you, sir, watching us live from the US. And thank you tonight, those who listening to us on TuneIn Radio and on our app, Star Radio UK app. You can download it and listen to us. Stay tuned to Star Radio UK. There are loads of educative programs that you don't want to miss.
Yes, and a big shout out to our producer, Mr. Frank,
As ever,
ever
faithful.
faithful.
I have to sign the check for him. I have a 1 mil for him, and that's coming.
All
up
right,
pretty
thank you
soon.
very much, everybody.
Thank you
Hope
so
to see
much
you next
for
week.
listening to us tonight. And the points made, take action, and you see results.
Absolutely.
Thank you. God bless. No stress. Nothing less. God willing, we'll see you next week. Thank you. KBA Bossman.
Bye.
Thank you.
For it. Repetition wins. We give our kids the white folks for the first 18 years of their life, then we want to remake them into Africans for the rest of their life. That's ridiculous. The formidable years of conditioning is birth to 12. The formidable years of conditioning is birth to 12. We give that to white people. And then when they turn 21, they are people who get rich, don't get rich in a lifetime. Oprah, that's once in a while. Bill Gates, that's once in a while. Most people are intergenerational wealth. That means what? That if black people want to catch up, we have to start saving wealth and passing it to the next generation. Our biggest problem ain't that we're splurging, is that every time we splurge, we're stealing from our descendants. You're giving them no inheritance to get started with. But the white child, they're starting out $100,000 plus, $1 million plus. And I think we have to become more strategic in the way that we do our health plans as well as our life insurance plans. Because what I'm learning with a lot of these white folk, a lot of them are getting their first, what you want to call a shock of wealth through the life insurance policy of their parents.
We talk about that too.
Yeah,
Get a
so
life insurance policy.
Yeah, so there's so many different strategies towards wealth that we're not even thinking about because black people, our selfishness, it's also based on our, what you want to call it, emergency consciousness, survival instinct. We're only worrying about our life. We do not think about those who come after us. Now, you got to realize now, when we got out of slavery, white folks been already building wealth for a couple centuries.
Right.
We started behind the 8 ball, okay? So you got to play catch up. How do you catch up with somebody who's 100 yards in front of you? You have to run faster than they are. That means we have to sacrifice our spending habits more than everyone else in order to catch up. How does a people who are at the bottom waste money more than people who are at the top? So not only are you not catching up, you're not even thinking about trying to catch up.
This is good, and we got 1,000 questions, and we know you got a flight. We appreciate the time.
Thank you. No problem.
One fat, meat, juicy point. What would it be? Before you go,
I would say that we have to build our own schools. Everything we're talking about, the only way it becomes normalized, the only way it becomes a part of the collective black consciousness is if the children are raised with it as a group. Remember, all progress is group work, it's teamwork. That means we need all the children in Jackson to be taught the principles of financial empowerment. All the children of Jackson to be taught how to eat healthy. All the children of Jackson to understand what black family means and why it's so important. Until then, it's just a specialty. As we spoke earlier, diet being a specialty, wealth is a specialty. Think about it. If you're black and you're in the know about money, in the laws of finance, you are a specialty. You are an eccentricity. You are an oddity. That's a problem. Because for white people, gaining wealth is a regular part of their everyday conversation. Even poor white people are regularly talking about wealth. Black people don't discuss wealth at all. We have to move it from the marginalized status it has and make it a mainstream topic of conversation.
Is there an answer? I know you can't just drop a 2-second answer.
No. Here's what I would say with the unity. Again, unity has to be incorporated into the collective consciousness, which means children have to be socialized to unite with one another.